Okay, so to figure out how long it's going to take to build up our housing, I already ran a projection earlier where I took how much income a person from a level one house is going to be making each day, and if that person donated or used every resource they did, trading in coins to the bank, if they needed to do that at the best current trade value, not having an upgraded bank, how long is it going to take a level one person to reach level 8 housing? So this originally factored in that they were going to make 4 donations to the guard, or sorry, to town expansion. So they basically start on day 10, and it takes them to day 51 to get to their level 8 house. That is basically 41 days for a level 1 house. Now for level 5 houses, we had them starting off on day 9 and basically able to get to their level 8 on day 33. So 20, 23, 24 takes them 24 days. So roughly about half the time. What this ends up meaning, though, is that obviously these people with higher level housing are going to have a lot larger periods where they're earning extra income. The level 1 housing, on the other hand, is taking 41 days plus 14 days is 55 days in a 60-day period. So essentially what this is saying is if we want to get level 1 housing up to level 8, it's going to take them all period to do that at this point based on what the resources they're going to make now. Now keep in mind that does not include bonus library gold, weekly bonuses, monthly gold that these people might be getting on. So we can take that into consideration when we are looking at the fact that they're going to use that money to make guard donations. They're going to need it because otherwise they will not have enough money to get to level 8. So hopefully the guard donations aren't going to be very costly. But what this is telling us is we cannot count on anybody with housing level maybe 3 or under to help with city buildings at this point. It's basically going to be the burden of the people with level 4, level 5 housing who are going to be able to get up to level 8 within about a month and have all this extra resources to crank out towards city building. So back on our projection sheet, we figured out that we can't include level 1 housers to help out with town buildings. So if we want them to get to level 8, so we have to start figuring we're going to get town donations made after the 24 days that the level 5 houses are going to finish their level 8 upgrades. So if we go 24 plus 14, 28, so that's day 38 that we can expect the start of our next building upgrade. Now that's just the start. Next task is to figure out how many people are going to be making donations and how frequently can they make these donations. So this isn't going to be too tough. Obviously at level 8 we are making 1.5 donations a day in the house. 1 donation plus a 50% chance of making 2, so we average that every day it's 1.5. So every 2 days we expect to make 3 resources, so that allows us to make a city donation. Obviously that's going to fluctuate a little bit because of trading or what have you, so but every level 8 citizen, house level 8 citizen, should be able to make 1 donation every 2 days. Great. So the next task is now we need to figure out how many people are going to be at level 8 housing and be making those donations per day. Plus we have to figure out how much it's going to cost to build another building. So that's roughly 90 donations to build a building. We have 50 active citizens. Vix might be able to give me better numbers on this, but I don't have them. So I'm going to estimate that 25, we'll say half of the town is at will be at level 8 here. So 90 divided by 25 equals 3.6 donations by each citizen, and there's a donation every 2 days, which is not too hard to calculate, but we'll figure it out. So we'll say basically it's going to take a week to build our next levels, and this is going to be, our next expansion was set to be Town Hall, which has 12.5 CP cost. Great, so now we can project another 7 days into the future, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and assume that we're going to have our second level arsenal done, or sorry, our third level, cap blocks, anyway, done at this time, 37.5. Good, and then we change our arsenal to level 3. I just have to compensate for the math there, so that's about right. Good, so now we have figured out that we are going to be at day 120, we're going to be at this danger value based on some of this information that I've entered in. We know our CP value for the housing, or sorry, for the city buildings, 37.5. Arsenal level is good. Our wall level is still unchanged, so there's no bonuses there. So I've estimated a garden at 2 CPs, 12 CPs for clothing, which is basically everybody averaging level 3 clothing, with maybe just a couple people a little higher up. So that's going to account for council and the odd person that maybe ups their clothing a little more. This is a little heavy. Chances are it's going to be less, but let's see how it turns out. Housing, our housing at level 8 is 60 CP, so compensating for the active citizen factor puts us at 69.75. Everybody in the town has a level 8 house. No one is over, no one is under. In reality, some people are going to probably be a little bit over, but I think a few are probably going to be under as well too, so I think we're fine there. And we got 50 citizens. So how many donations are we going to need? Thrown out there. Yeah, it's going to be so. So we're looking at 3 donations per active citizen to defend once the arsenal built on day 52 starts kicking in extra donations. Let's now run the different projection. So what I'm going to do is just overwrite my manual corrections here. Let's assume we build the arsenal instead of town hall here and put our arsenal at level 3. And everything is matching up nice, so that's good. Okay, so if 148 is what we need to donate there, how much are we going to save by building? Let's assume we're still going to build the town hall as the 4th building. My initial projection said no town hall at all. Let's just assume we keep it as the 4th building. How much are we going to save by building the arsenal as the 3rd building? 148, 16, so let's go 120. Okay, so 132 versus 148, we're talking peanuts. We're talking maybe half a donation per person. Now that might come in handy based on the fact that our level 1 houses are basically only going to be getting to level 8 towards the end of this period here, so they're not going to have a lot of resources unless they've been accumulating bonuses as well too. So maybe that half donation is going to help, because then the people at level 8 housing, people who started at level 5 housing can make 3 donations versus the people who started level 1 can maybe only make the 2 donations, and then that will average out. But we'll keep that in mind. So the first reality check is we have our level 5 to level 8 housing occurring, and what you're going to need to do is, again, because the other half of the city can't be making city donations, that means unlike the normal 2 city donations per citizen, each of these citizens are going to need to now make 4 per city expansion, plus we need 2 expansions, so that's 8 donations that need to be made, plus we expect them to do 3 guard donations. So that is going to be, well, like 11 donations. So 1, 2, 10, 11. And this says on day 55, but I do have to compensate because my projection said we would start this on day 9 and we were actually starting on day 14. So I got to add 5 more days to this, which takes us right to 60. So this tells me that we can do it, especially since the fact that we have throughout this whole course have not been including people at starting at housing level 5 are also making monthly gold, weekly donations, etc. So basically, just with the raw donations, the raw resources being made on a daily basis without any bonuses whatsoever, we can just get that done. So now we need to look at the guys at level 1 housing. So again, if we're assuming the arsenal, it's not the arsenal, I'm sorry, if we're assuming the library is going to be finished on day 14, which is 2 weeks into a 8-week period, so we have 6 gold that can be accumulated from the library, which is 2 donations. So 4 more donations based on playing 5 games. So that's 6 donations right there. So yes, that's also telling us that the level 1 housing people can get to level 8, and because they're going to be making extra bonus resources, they can use those bonus resources to make their guard donations. So the conclusion there is we're not hurt by putting the town hall ahead of the arsenal, and so far the town hall does not appear to be interfering with our plans in the long term. So this was the harder part to figure out, but we will get to the second part to see if it's going to affect us long term. Hopefully this isn't going to take us long.